Now, I've always been the type of person to stay informed and to keep sort of all your information feeds as reliable and as objectively right, unbiased and whatnot. Um, I've always sort of held that view that you need to face reality and you need to have those things sort of constantly being monitored and made sure that they're facts and not sort of whatever media sources want to peddle rather than what's actually happening. But, and this is not me siding with in any way these more hack journalist medias. This is me coming to terms with what I've seen as my own sort of justification to take that mindset and use it as a sort of masochistic exposure, for lack of a better word. I've kept everything I've seen. It's like extreme doom scrolling. I've exposed myself to, a lot of not great, very harmful media throughout the years, and it has had that effect. It has had very damaging, very stress-inducing, very world tipping into negative sides effects. And I've always sort of rationalized it by saying, well, this is reality. This is the way things are. If I'm to not look at this, all I'm doing is not face this, if that makes sense. I turning away from it, or looking to some different, more optimistic news source would be me lying, or not not facing the truth, sort of finding comfort in what isn't true. But really, it's not that. It was me just rationalizing the fact that I had this negative mindset and was making sure everything fit that, because if you view the world as ultimately negative, anything positive is going to seem like a lie, seem fraudulent, or wrong, and it's not, which I learned the hard way. Well, not the hard way so much as the long way, the endurance way. So yes, this is a little message. Stop before it's too late. It's important to know the facts and to see the deeper sides and darker sides of things, but that's not all that's out there. And if something seems a bit more positive, a bit more optimistic, a bit more hopeful, it's not fraudulent. The sort of nihilist approach is a negative one. Not objectively right, not objectively wrong, but a damaging one nonetheless. So yes, that's something I've dealt with, or am dealing with. I still kind of find myself in the clutches of thinking, oh no, this isn't true, because it's not the most, the worst case scenario. You've got to have a little bit of faith in humanity, which I struggle to have, but I'm trying, because there's got to be stuff out there, and the negative exposure does seem to be less of objective fact and more me pushing myself further into an echo chamber of my ideologies, which I feel like a lot of more people are slowly becoming engrossed in this world suck view. So yes, hope and faith in humanity, not just bad constant bombardment of awful things. And this is another sort of related side note point, if you are constantly sharing sort of dramatic and graphic imagery on Instagram or whatever social media and sort of spreading awareness, yes, stop doing that. Spread necessary exposures of information, but we're all aware of the wars going on and the conflict going on and whatever the whatever it may be in regards to, but prioritize sharing information rather than traumatic content. Information, ways of aid, facts, figures, fundraisers, and just things that are a lot more practical than just exposure like that. Like I said, I used to view that as, well, if you don't want to look at it, you're not facing reality, but there really are detrimental effects of such a thing.